In this video, we're going to look at how you could create a navigation structure entirely within InDesign. Now, it's not technically necessary to include a navigation structure like this, and this is very close to what the website looks like. But it can be helpful to help people feel grounded. I know I've certainly seen some iPad apps where I've swiped a few times and I don't know where I am at all. If you don't have page numbers and you don't have a navigation structure, you do run the risk of forcing people to rely on the Digital Publishing Suite's built-in navigation. The problem is, a lot of people don't understand how to use it. We'll look at that later on, but I would recommend at least considering creating something like this. If you can tie in with the design of a website, then all the better. It'll make people who are familiar with one instantly feel they know how to drive the other. All I've done here is I've got two kinds of content. One, I've got some links on top, and two, I've got a table underneath. If you look in the Layers panel, you can see I've got links which I have locked to make editing the table a bit easier. I'll just hide the links for the moment. If I use the Type tool, you'll see this is just a regular table. Now I've got all the content in here and I have to be careful not to resize any of these table cells because I've sized them already and I don't want one page to be different from the other. If I was creating, for example, a contact page, all I need to do is to make sure that this document is saved, then do a Save As, give it the new name, and then change the highlights. So I drag a selection box across that whole cell, change it to the unselected color, drag across the new cell, and give it the highlight, which in this case is very simple, red and a light gray. I'd also need to change the music which is going to be playing on this page, which means putting in the name, the running time of this track, and then changing the linked piece of audio, which I've got there. And that's just in links. I can just relink it like that. And that's all you really need to do to create all the different documents which are going to become your different articles within your app. Now, how do I put the links in? Looking back at Layers, all I've done is I've created a series of boxes, which I've put directly on top of the table cells. Each of those has a hyperlink attached, and the hyperlink is very simply defined as the name of the article. I like to keep things simple, so I've got a contact article. I'm navigating to contact, and I've called the file contact as well. If you can keep your documents named the same as your articles are going to be, you'll have a much easier time of it. So that's all I really need to do. A nav-to link, going to each page, a table, in this case, underneath, with consistent links where the highlights move to show where I am within the app. In the next video, we're going to try to actually assemble all of this work which we've been doing and put it together in a real app. And we're also going to do some testing.